You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I told no wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They elevated us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause I see the wrist, on the wrist, watch out for this. I never switch, you never switch, I never switch, I never switch. I see the wrist, I see the wrist, I see the wrist, I see the wrist, I see the wrist.
I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got choked long. Say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my 50. Ex-slick, then he with the back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things, pull out the VIP. Suck to a nut, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip. Crush.
Watch out for this. I never switch, you never switch. I never switch, I never switch. I see the wrist, I see the wrist, I see the wrist, I see the wrist, I see the wrist. Watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, I'm in the wrist, I never switch.
Coach, this is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
One set. Mike 17. Let's put that team on the box. Switch. Check safety. On the ball.
They'll run on first down. Dillon, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Mike 17. I got it. Get along. Kill. Check 24. Check 24. Sponge. No. 17. Mike 17.
Here's the 2nd and 7. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. From the gun, Love. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
So when you saw him dump it off to the back, did you think he was going to pick up the first down there?
Well, I knew one thing. It wasn't his primary target. At least it didn't look like it. Turned out to be the play they needed, though. And it's big because it's the opening drive. So converting that 3rd down, keeping the play, not the play, the drive going.
Yeah, it certainly appeared like his downfield targets were covered. He threw the little dump off to his back, and Nice effort picking up the first down, though, and you're right. That opening drive, keep those chains moving.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Let's go. Let's do this.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Slam, slam, slam.
Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line.
Hey, we got 4 down.
It's now second and 6 at the 34-yard line.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On second down now, Dillon. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. Back to throw. Love. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 16. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Switch. Hey, watch it. Check 3, check.
This is the former Spartan from San Jose, Tyler Ervin. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. They'll try to capitalize on play number 11 of this opening drive. 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun. Love. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Clay Matthews. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
To throw, it's caught. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. From the gun, it's Carr. Out to his left. He'll find his running back. It's Jalen Richard. And out across midfield down to the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. We're scoreless after one. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. This is caught by Williams. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on 4th down. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out? First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
6 guys, check 6 guys. Check, crunch, crunch, crunch. Kill, kill, kill.
2nd and 1. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Hey, Mike.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. He wants it all for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 13 yards, 1st down Packers. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
It's a jet sweep. They get it to Green. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
The 30-yard line.
Ready, team's Mike 17. All day, pump. Watch tight end. Watch this. Tight end's right. 4 down. Check.
Off the play fake. Love. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Whip. Watch the whip. Check.
Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half.
It's 2nd and inches at the 31-yard line.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll go down at the 28. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Off play action. Love. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. They find some open field here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Carr. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards.
And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Carr now on 1st down. It's caught by Aguilar. A Raider 1st down, 17 yards.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Raider first down.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Here's Carr to throw. This is caught. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. The point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0.
Raiders 7, Packers nothing.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Escaping the pressure right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down.
He's not going to get me. Mike 17.
Looking to throw. Love. Green brings it in. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Back to throw. Love. And an alley to run. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now, 180, 734. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. 52.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. first possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a handoff, Geis going right. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. He showed his shiftiness and his explosion to take him all the way down near the goal line.
Love that description, and it creates momentum. Maybe you hand it to him again since he's got it going, or do you fake it to him and throw it to a teammate? Right now, the options are wide open.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Second and goal from the 1. They'll run it. This is Irvin. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Looking to throw. Love. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on third and goal. Let's see what they do on fourth and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on fourth and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
An 18-yard attempt.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Yeah, and he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on second and 14.
Hey, let's go.
To throw his car. And oh, look at that, a diving catch.
Let's go, baby.
A gain there of 21 yards. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Carr gives to Richard. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. 2nd and 5 now. Carr, they'll roll him out right. They'll find his running back here, Richard. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert, but right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Whoa! It still won't go down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Love. He's got Green. Touchdown, Packers. A.J. Green, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
On first down, Richard. That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On second down now, it's Jacobs. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. On 3rd down, Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 35. Second year in Oakland for Walter after being signed off the Ravens practice squad, but only 6 catches, 75 yards a season ago. Then he got a lot of hype in the offseason following OTAs. Their offensive coordinator saying, you know, Darren, you have that position. Coach Gruden went as far as to say, Darren, you have the chance of a lifetime here. Well, now it's time for Darren Waller to go out there and prove it. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Check 3, check 3.
Operating from the gun. Carr looking deep and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. As his guys are in for 6. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Extra point safely through, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Like 17.
Throwing again. Love. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Love. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On the run, it's Peyton. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 24-yard line. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down.
Mike 17. Mike 17. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Mike 17.
From the gun, Love. And that's complete. It's Green here. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2nd and 5. Finding Green complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That one a first down pickup of 8. Throwing on first down, Love. And this is caught, so it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And never an easy thing to do, no matter how good Green Bay is, what the year is, to come into land.